Welcome to another edition of Comcast High School Rewind. We are at Mount Ogden Park in Ogden, Utah, as the Morgan Trojans come into town to take on the Ogden Tigers. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Excited to bring you some Region 11 action here on Comcast, and action there will be. We'll start first with the Morgan Trojans. They come in 2-4-1 overall, 1-2 in region play, and going to switch things up a little bit. Their starting keeper, regular keeper, he is out with an injury, so Jacob Freestone will be the keep today for the Morgan Trojans. He is their leading goal scorer, so certainly going to miss him on the offensive end. They're going to need to find someone to pick up the slack between Gray and Aplanap to see if either of those two can get going. They're certainly going to need to score some goals here today against a very difficult Ogden Tiger team. Why are they difficult? Well, through 5 region games, they have yet to allow a goal. That's right, unscored upon in region play through 5 games, and they've scored, in that period of time, they've scored 26. So this is a team that can surely light up the scoreboard. They've been doing it all season long. Talking about some players to watch for, their keeper, Augie Garcia, he has 6 shutouts on the season. 6. Played 8 games. And then some players to watch on the offensive end. You have Dario Robles. He leads the team with 5 goals. Juan Robles has 4. Roque Ceja has 4. And Diego Diaz also with 4. So amongst their top 4 scorers, they have 17 goals between them. This is a team that is scoring at a ferocious pace this season and looking to continue that here today as they look to go through the first half of region play unmarked. Should be a good one, though, as the Trojans try to come in and upset them. We've told you a little bit about some of the teams, some of the players. Let's head to the field now where we'll have the kickoff. Underway here from Mount Ogden Park. Ogden will start off with possession, looking to the middle of the field. That one's broken up by the Trojans. Now going to send this one up ahead. They were looking for Diego Diaz, but it was beyond him and saved by Freestone. Or picked up by Freestone. Now this one beyond the Trojans. They will drop this back to the keeper. That's Augie Garcia. Talked about him in the open as Dario Robles tried to play that to the middle of the field and sent out by Parker Lewis of the Trojans. Near side now, that's Yule Acosta, who dropped it back to his teammate. Back in defense now for Ogden. That was Alejandro Garcia up at midfield. Boy, and tried to get behind that Morgan D again as they had Acosta as well as Diaz. Ethan Vosberg with the throw-in. And we're going to get a whistle. First one of the game. Alejandro Garcia going to take the kick for Ogden. Tries to put this one on net. It is high and beyond the goal. Put into play for Freestone. That one pinballed between a Tiger and a Trojan, and coming out with it for Ogden, I believe, was Spencer Smith. Vosberg to throw in again for Ogden. Throws into the box. A nice job coming back in defense. Actually, Zachary Holman, who did a nice job shutting down that lane. This one sent up. Morgan trying to chase it down. That was Dallin Hoffman, but picked up easily by Garcia. He's going to throw this back in quickly. Christian Guzman up to the middle of the field. It's right now. Gets it up ahead. This one took an awkward bounce, but then bringing it back down is Diaz. From the corner, tries to center it. And Cade Loveridge knocked that out. Christian Guzman going to take this kick. That one is knocked out of the box. Now Josh Aplanap passing near side to Cole Wilkinson. That one is knocked away. Trying to keep this one in, but won't be able to, is Ule Acosta. Throw in, looking to Aplanap. Still has it along that near touchline. Nice defense there. That one's kicked out. Will be a Tiger throw in. Well, this one got behind everyone now. Nice job trying to bring it inside by Robles, but then kicked out. Dario Robles to take this corner kick and coming out. Freestone able to pick that up. He will clear it, kick it now down the field, trying to get it to his strikers. This one sent up for Wilkinson, but back in defense for Ogden was Alejandro Garcia. Wakeham looks to throw this one in. Morgan trying to control possession here. And then a challenge at midfield, and the whistle comes. It's going to go against Parker Lucas. Garcia sends this one up, dropped back. Now in the middle of the field. Ooh, was looking for Diego Diaz, but it was beyond him. Freestone looking the way of Wilkinson. Trying to go up to Wilkinson. There to break it up for Ogden was McKay Ogden. Acosta tried to settle that, couldn't do it. This is back with Garcia. Now trying to send this one up. And that one went back to the Trojans. Nice job by Ryan Gilbert, though, maintaining possession for the Tigers. And coming up and clearing it was Zachary Holman. Now they've got Dallin Hoffman along the far touchline. Drops this back to Gibb. He's trying to go back to Hoffman, but Ogden was there defensively. Now they tried to send this one up again to Diaz. It was a little behind him. Still with possession now. Running up on this one, Spencer Smith. Tries to cut it back in. He's going to get a foot on this one. Freestone's there to gobble it up. Near side, brought in by Acosta, then dropped. Boy, tried to send that one up, but Thomas B. was there. Actually a student from Norway who is here at Morgan and playing soccer while here. He's going to send this one up. Flag goes up, and it is offside on Wilkinson. Garcia couldn't get that one to a teammate. This one sent back down into Ogden's defensive side and dropped back to Augie Garcia. Now going to send this one to midfield. That was beyond a leaping Robles. And then just sent back down. Flag is up again. And an offside coming. No, official doesn't see it. And then whiffed. Wow, they had a good shot in the box, so the call was extremely delayed. And it will be an offside. Ogden looking up ahead. That one too high for Robles. And Freestone picks it up. Tries to go to the opposite side, but it ended up right on the foot of a Tiger, Spencer Smith. This is Smith. Oh, boy, dangerous opportunity there as Ryan Gilbert came up, nearly had a chance. Now this is Josh Applenapp on the other end. Able to get it around Garcia. Boy, Garcia just got right into him, and hence the call. Applenapp to take the kick, sends this into the box, gets ahead on it. That one's wide. Nice job by Colin Gibb. Just missed the net. Liam West and Spencer Cotter checking in for Morgan. Nice job there by Parker Lucas, able to get that one out. Couple Tigers around him. And this one's sent up and out. Thrown back to the D. Christian Guzman sends this up. Zachary Holman chases it down. Closing in fast that time was Robles. Ogden still with it. Now midfield. Nice challenge there. Comes back again to Guzman. Right with it. Tries to send this one into the box. That was intended for Acosta. But he couldn't connect. This one's going to be thrown, but it goes right into the chest of Yule Acosta. Now he's trying to get past Gualco. Boy, nice job by Acosta. Good D by Wakeham. And the whistle comes against Wakeham. Yule Acosta takes the kick. This one is just wide, as coming in and getting ahead on it was either Wright or Smith. That one did not miss by much. Freestone going to kick this one straight at you. And out. Tucker Castle and Roque Ceja check in for the Tigers. And the hand ball ruled. It'll be a Morgan kick. Applenapp looking for Thomas B. This one headed around. That's Thomas B with it. Trying to get it back to the middle of the field and Applenapp, and then coming up, Garcia's just going to clear this. Someone's still trying to control the ball. Now, oh boy, had Ceja, who was nearly on a break, but couldn't get it to him. Over now to Guzman. Applenapp, this one just a bit high. Quickly put into play. This is Ogden. To the middle of the field, drops it back. Nice job getting it to Ceja. Right. Boy, passes this one up. This is Smith. He's going to put this one up. Freestone makes the save. What a job by Freestone, able to punch that one and keep it out of the net. Acosta with the corner. Was looking for Smith. We'll have a corner on the other side now. Dario Robles now from the other angle. And again, getting ahead on it. That time was right, but he missed the net. Substitutions for the Trojans. Kevin Hoffman and Lucas Gray both come on. That was Hoffman, who got it over to Liam West. But then stepping up was Wright, able to take possession back for Ogden, and then Holman will just kick this out. Vosberg to throw in. Gets this one into the box. Boy, on net, that was a great opportunity. It wasn't on net, but Dario Robles was just for about 7 yards out. Couldn't get the ball squarely, and Freestone was there to pick it up. Thomas, that one comes off the shin guard hard. And trying to push this up to Smith, but it will roll out. Loveridge to throw in for the Trojans. Was looking for Gray. And we get a whistle. Bad throw in. So Ogden gets the throw in, but that was booted back in by Holman. And now Augie will pick it up. Boy, what a kick by Augie. And now trying to chase it down as Robles, but it will get to Freestone instead. He sends this to Gray. Battled and taken away by the Tigers. Headed up by Wright. And then they tried to get it back to Robles. Robles from just outside the box. Now they've got Acosta. He's going to come in on this one. Puts it on net. Freestone is there to pick it up. Freestone has had to make a couple saves here in this first half, but is answered the call every time. Thomas gets a couple headers in it. And now trying to push this up the touch line. Nice challenge coming up there by Applenapp. Now Thomas B and Applenapp gang up on Garcia. But his teammates there to help him get it out. Now sending this one up again to Robles. He's got Acosta with him. He's going to try to get around the defense and does. Gets it to Acosta. Tried to center this one. That will go out off of Holman. Ule Acosta with the corner. This one is long and out off of the Tigers. Thrown in and then taken away by Ogden. But there was Holman again to clear it out. Juan Robles comes on for Ogden. Colin Gibb back on for the Trojans. This one in the box was awkwardly off the feet of Wright, and Freestone will pick it up. Thought about throwing it. Instead, we'll kick this one down. Vosberg able to get a head on it and out. Loveridge to throw in. That one just skidded under the feet of Gray as Garcia sends it back out. This time going to try to keep it a little closer. That one still bounces off, and both teams trying to settle it down. Gray loses it to the Tigers, back to Garcia as Hoffman deflected that pass for the Trojans, and now they will drop it back. Holman going to try to send this one up. Gray had to come back to get onside. And this is Gray. Tried to center it, but giving up the body was Vosberg, and now he is whistled near midfield. Loveridge kicks this into the box, and Augie comes out to pick it up for the Tigers. Now he's going to send it down near side. This is Seha. Settles it in, now cuts back, tried to give it up to Acosta. This one is going to roll out a little too much for Ule to chase down. Lucas going to boot this one up. And now looking back for Roque Seha. He's in the box, one man between him. That one is shot wide of the net. A good look there for Seha. Again, Lucas. Headed up by Ogden. Coming up trying to challenge Seha was Wakeham. Oh boy, now in the middle with Robles. He's going to back this one out. Passed it back to Castle, and he did not get much on that shot. Freestone picks it up again. Going far side as Gray lost his footing. Garcia will handle this easily for Ogden. Was looking up to Castle, but he couldn't get there. Morgan gives it right back. Near side. Acosta being challenged by Wakeham. Wakeham not giving up on the play. Still with an opportunity to chase this down. Finds it back on his foot. And then Seha just sends this up. Looking up, trying to chase this down, Liam West. Garcia is there as Vosberg took a tumble. He's back on his feet. Now this is Robles, sends this up to Roque Seha. He's going to put this one on net, or attempt. It's broken up by Holman, and it will be another corner for the Tigers. Jesus Gill on for the Tigers. This is Robles taking the corner. Ball still on the ground and picked up by Freestone as Dallin Hoffman also came on that time for the Trojans. Boy, good pressure there by Garcia, able to get possession, sends this up to Robles, trying to control it in the box, and then coming back defensively is Cade Loveridge for Morgan. Dario Robles with the corner. This one's still on the floor. That one's in. Punching it in for the Ogden Tigers was Roque Ceja. Applenapp drops this back. This one was tried to be sent up, but it goes out of play. Back in play, sent up into the box. Still with it. This one punched on. Still in dangerous territory. Freestone comes up with two big saves. As Jesus Gill had a couple really good looks from close, but couldn't get it past Freestone. This is Applenapp. Tried to come to the near touchline. That was broken up. And then the whistle comes. This is Applenapp with it, right closing out on him. Looking for a centering pass into Gibb, but now Ogden on the strike again. Going to try to send this one into Robles. It's too far. Freestone will collect it. Throws this at the feet of Hoffman. As Castle sends that back to his defense now, pushing it up along the touchline. Good thought, but Juan Robles couldn't chase it down. Cole Wilkinson back on for the Trojans, and my apologies. I've been calling him Thomas B. I actually saw the wrong number, so my apologies to Mr. Wilkinson, number 16 in red. Garcia trying to send this up to Robles. Boy, nice footwork there, but couldn't get past the Morgan D. Trying to go to Lucas Gray, as coming up and getting possession for the Tigers was Guzman. This one thrown in, getting ahead on it was right. It was just shallow of the goal. Put into play, headed up by Vosberg. Now Castle tries to get over to Juan Robles. Is able to keep it in. Now trying to send it up to Dario. Bringing it in the box. Going to put this one just shy of the net. A good look there by Robles. And it's ruled to be a corner. Guzman will take the corner. This one sent up. Freestone able to knock it away. And then the follow is put in again by Roque Ceja. Freestone made an incredible save, but knocked it out to Ceja, and he makes it 2-0. 2 Roque Ceja goals, and it is 2-0 Ogden. As the offensive showdown or display continues, we have a whistle near midfield. It'll be a Morgan kick. Quickly on it, Applenapp was trying to send it up to Gray. Garcia stepped in front of that one for the Tigers. Now this is Ceja with it. After the challenge, Applenapp coming up, tried to send it up ahead to Wilkinson. He actually thought that was going to be broken up by Ogden. And that little stall allows Garcia to get back, and he just taps this out. Thrown in, looking for Wakeham. Ogden broke that up. Looking for somewhere to go. Trying to get it in to Hoffman, but it's broken up by Ogden. And a nice job by Wright, not giving up on it. After the challenge, he was there to keep the possession for the Tigers. Gives it over to Castle now near midfield. And coming up challenging and taking this away is Loveridge. Looking up for Gray. Now he tried to center to Applenapp, but Garcia was there, the defensive captain, and We'll have a foul called there. Put into play by Vosberg. Kicked out of harm's way, and Gray nearly gave it back, but able to chase this down and then loses his footing. As Smith takes it away, back to right. In the middle of the field, comes near side to Ogden. He pushes this up. Nice spacing, nice ball movement there. Now trying to chase this down is Seha. He's going to try to center it. Does so. This one unable to get on net, headed back. Boy, and then a challenge in the box. Both players went down and the ball's kicked up. And again, Gray loses his footing. We've seen that a couple times in this game. This one sent in and just beyond the head of a diving Roque Seha. Ryan Gilbert comes on for Ogden. Liam West back on for the Trojans. Seha is going to be whistled here. Coming over, trying to keep it in's Wakeham. Ogden tried to head that up for a running Gilbert. Now Morgan looking to settle it down. And Applenapp's going to send that back. Oh boy, the Ogden pressure leads to a turnover. That tries to give this up to Seha, but Wakeham is there. Possession turned back over. Ogden, that one hit the side of his foot. And then that will be out off of Ogden. Bowman Caldwell comes on for the Trojans. This is Seha, has the 2 Ogden goals. Try to get this one up to Diaz. Couldn't complete it. And then that pass was left a little short as Liam West comes up with it and then draws the call. The kick from Loveridge in the box and deflected out by the Tigers. Had Caldwell in there. A couple Ogden players in the way. And now that one's going to go off the foot of Gibb. Actually believe they're going to call an offside. So the kick was quickly put down. Morgan sends it back, and Augie's going to pick this up. He's been able to relax for the last few minutes as Ogden has had pretty much sustained pressure. And again, that one's just beyond the head of Seha, but had a couple players making a run at that one, including Gill. And the half has expired. So at the half, Ogden on the board in the lead, 2-0, behind 2 goals from Roque Seha. Wow. Second half underway. Trojans will start with it. They find themselves in a similar situation as has every other team in Region 11. They trail the Ogden Tigers 2-0. As we start the second half, 2 Roque Seha goals. One was off of a corner kick that was rolling. He was able to punch in. The other was a beautiful follow after a really nice freestone save. Vosberg to throw in for the Tigers, and this is Seha, who did a nice job of screening off the defender, tried to throw this one up ahead for Acosta. Morgan able to at least delay it. Ogden still on the attack here. Back to right. That was Thomas B., who came out to defend him. This one thrown out to Cameron Gualco. Coming up, nice job by Lucas to get it out. And then a little scrum there at midfield. It'll be a Trojan kick. Loveridge to put this in play for the Trojans. Gets it in the box, but no one there, and Augie was able to easily pick that up. He's going to throw it. Near side with Acosta. That's kicked out by Gibb. Vosberg's throwing up the touchline. Seha trying to get there. Defense nicely by Loveridge, and it'll be a goal kick. This one in play. Acosta trying to settle it, and it'll be off of him. Thrown in, they were looking for Applenap. He finds it now. Tried to get it outside to Wilkinson. Couldn't get it there. Wilkinson nearly pushed off. Nice job holding his ground as Gilbert was trying to challenge him for possession. Applenap throws this up the touchline, trying to chase it down. Gualco. And the flag comes up. The Trojan kick taken by Applenap. Into the box. That one was just beyond the head, I believe, was Gibb, and then sent out, but still in the offensive end. This is in the box. This one shot just wide. A great look for Wilkinson. He missed it. He's frustrated with himself. Garcia to midfield. Vosberg trying to kick it up. This is Thomas B with it. Nice D there by Acosta as Thomas B can't keep it in. Thrown into right. Kicks it up, closing out was Holman. And then a collision at midfield. Boy, and then another collision. This is starting to get pretty physical. Ryan Gilbert was the injured Tiger, able to walk off. Good news for Tiger fans as Castle comes on for him. Loveridge to throw in. Tries the middle of the field, and coming up was Vosberg. And then overrunning the ball there was Smith. Flag comes up and an offside on the Trojans. Alejandro Garcia sends it up looking for Seha. Acosta's going to try to chase this down, won't get there. It'll be a Tiger throw-in. Seha heads it back to Acosta. Right. Got it to Castle, defended nicely by Holman. Now Thomas B trying to ward off the defenders. Tried to do a little pass backwards. Couldn't connect with Gibb. Acosta. Loveridge trying to clear it, but there was Vosberg and another whistle. Applenap tried to send this up, but there to head it back the other direction was Ogden. Acosta tries to cut back in, now looking for some room in the middle. Disrupted by this Trojan D. Thrown in. This one will roll out. Liam West back on for the Trojans. Right headed that one back out past the goal line. A kick from Lucas. Applenap tries to play that over to West, but getting in the way was Diaz. And then a challenge that Wright comes away with for the Tigers. Looking back to Smith. He's going to shoot this one. That one is off the mark. Sent up the far touchline beyond a jumping Wilkinson, and will roll out. Morgan showing a little more intensity, offensive abilities here in this second half. They've had a couple good looks, saw some opportunities that just haven't been able to cash in. Wakeham to throw in, had a little wrestling match, and then a handball call against the Tigers. The kick from Lucas. That was beyond Wilkinson, right on the foot of Thomas B from about 35, deflected from Vosberg. And now he will play it back to Loveridge. Boy, and who is there to challenge and come up with it? Roque Seha. Holman in defense, and he just punches this away from Seha. Good play by Holman. Yule Acosta from the corner. And this one is too hard. It'll roll out the other end. Thrown in, ends up with the Tigers. Midfield now. Vosberg. Back to Ogden. Able to find Seha. Seha in the box. When it may have been Holman who was able to hit that one away from Seha again. Some good defense by the Trojans here in the second half. Ball was kicked out off the Tigers. I was going to say something else. Thrown in, creating the turnover right. And Morgan there to quickly collapse defensively and stall him. Castle now near side to Guzman. Back to Castle, but he dribbles right in to a Morgan defender and Hoffman. And the whistle calls a call against Castle. Loveridge tries to go up the touchline. Acosta's there. Diaz back to Acosta. Now Ogden quickly on the counter. Send it up to Seha. He's in the box. One-on-one. Punches it. What a save by Freestone. The follow is punched in the air. Acosta tries to head it. Or that was Diaz who tried to head it. And saved by Freestone. Two impressive saves by the junior keeper, Jacob Freestone. Guzman punches this out. On for the Trojans as Dallin Hoffman goes off. This thrown into the goal box and picked up by Augie. This one off the side of his foot. And that's Gibb challenged and taken away by Seha. Boy, you can see the spacing of these Tigers so good. Acosta with it. And then Wright trying to dribble it up and through, but Morgan was there defensively. Loveridge. His kick is kicked out by Guzman. Nice defensive play by Wakeham. Now trying to chase this down is Wilkinson. Looking to cut back in, but a nice defensive play by Ogden. Able to stall that Morgan opportunity. Now this is West dropping it back. And then the flag goes up as they were trying to get it to Thomas B. Garcia looking up for Acosta. But Gibb was there to break it up. Impressive play. Had he missed that, it would have been Acosta deep in the zone as that passes just off from Garcia. Loveridge looking for Applenapp and then kept in by Wright. Boy, Loveridge thought that was going to roll out. Now Applenapp sends this into the box. Freestone's going to come out and pick up the roller as Robles was chasing it down. Boy, beautiful kick. And now Applenapp trying to get down there behind Garcia. If he can turn around quickly, he's going to fire, and this one is off the mark, but what a save or a catch made by Augie. It was off target, so it was not technically a save. But a beautiful play by Augie, able to capture that one. And he's going to toss this one in to Juan Robles near side. Lots of time and space. That's a theme we haven't had much of in this game. Really, both teams have challenged pretty effectively. That one's beyond Wilkinson. Ogden. Garcia gets that out quickly. Now switching sides of the field. And Juan Robles is going to try to run up on this one. Holman is back there. And he will thwart the offensive opportunity for now. But this is Seha again. From outside the box, this one will sail wide. Freestone's kick, handled by Ceja. Now he's going to throw this up, or was attempted to go to Diaz. A handball. Was it in the box? That's going to be the question. Doesn't look like it. Just outside the box, but not by much. This one put on, and Freestone able to knock it away, but then for the following goal is Dayton Wright. And the senior captain gets his first of the game. So now 3-0 the score in favor of the Tigers, and a nice job by Wright not giving up on the play. So impressive save by Freestone initially, but it went right to the foot of Dayton Wright, who was ready and waiting. Here's Ceja. Boy, tried to give it back to Robles as that one will roll out. Vosberg to throw in. Looking in the box to Wright. He heads it over. The flag goes up, and Freestone had the save anyway, but it was offside on Dario Robles. Freestone's kick going to be handled initially by Applenapp, then back. This one was sent up. Applenapp going to try to chase this down, but Garcia's there to get it out quickly for Ogden defensively. Now here's Wright passing up ahead. And this is Juan Robles. The challenge. And then the whistle comes. It'll be an Ogden kick. Ceja will walk that off as Vosberg is going to take this kick. Tries to loft it into the box, off the head, and just over the net. Another good opportunity for Roque Ceja. That ruled offside, so Freestone will take it from inside the penalty box still. Thrown in. Wakeham tried to kick this into the box. We'll have some space near side and then closed down quickly by Ogden again. Well, that was Spencer Cotter who was close, now pleading for a call, no whistle. Now this one's sent back up. Can Applenapp get there in front of Garcia? He will. Has a teammate just missed the ball as he tried to swing and take a shot. Garcia was there on defense. This one's sent up for a couple Tigers out of their reach, and then Freestone will clear it. Far end of the field, Jesus Gill got a Tiger down near midfield. It's Vosberg. This one's still in play, though, and finally out off the Trojans. That was Vosberg who went off. Looked like it was cramping. Didn't look like anything too serious. Emmerich Egbert comes on for him for the Tigers. And back on for the Trojans came Parker Lewis as we have another whistle. Handball call. Lucas chips this one in, headed out by Wright. This is Ceja being defended by Lucas. Robles tried to chip it to Wright, goes out off a Trojan. Thrown in quickly to Robles, Wright. Sent up to Ceja, that went right through his legs, and Holman will try to clear this. Looking for Ceja. And a call on Ogden. Looking up the line, was intended for Caldwell. This one now sent down, trying to give chase to it was Robles. Now this is Juan Robles, middle of the field to Castle, and then Holman just misplayed that one. Now trouble in the box. Freestone going to come out and jump on this one. Giving chase to it was Dario Robles. Freestone there for the Trojans. But Freestone's been really good as the keep today for the Trojans. Throw in from Caldwell, was looking for Applenapp, closed down quickly by Egbert. And we're going to have a bad throw-in call, so it'll be a Tiger throw-in now. This one sent up the line, now trying to give chase to its Dario Robles again. Holman back on defense, he will kick it out. Robles over to Seha, tries a little wall pass. Robles trying to get there. Breaking it up and then brought down from behind. That's going to be a foul call on Seha. The kick from Loveridge. Headed to the middle by Guzman. Now in some space is trying to close out was Cotter. But Wright able to get there first. Nice job by West there trying to get possession and a call against Ogden. This one quickly put in play. What a play made there by Guzman as they had Caldwell on a run. Robles trying to chip this up to Seha. He tries to head it over the defense, but Loveridge will head it out. Thrown back to Wright quickly. Centering pass that's broken up by West. And Guzman will just send it up. Applenapp and then just took Garcia down, and the call against Applenapp. Kick for Garcia. Holman's going to settle that down off of his chest. Applenapp trying to send this up to Gualco. And that one will roll out. Thrown in. And then booted into the sky by Wakeham. This one's going to bounce and eventually roll out. Guzman. He's going to try to send this up to Seha. Misplayed there, and now an opportunity, and the flag comes up as an offside call going to go against Jordy Castro. Seha, nice little chip over Loveridge, and then tried to chip it past Holman, and a handball. Robles going to take this kick, grounded through the wall, and Freestone will pick it up. Throws it. Look at Robles come back for that. Wow, Gualco looked like he had a ton of space. Next thing you knew, Dario Robles was there. Now here's Guzman to Seha. Over to Wright. And he's going to send this one up. Juan Robles trying to chase it down from the corner of the box. Dribbling in. Cuts back. Nice move. Centering pass. This one deflected out by the Trojan D. Smith and Acosta back on for Ogden. Gibb and Thomas B. both come on for the Trojans. Into the box and Freestone again. Sends this up, was looking for Applenapp, but there were 4 Tigers around. And this one is kicked out off of them. Throws into Applenapp. Back to Thomas B. Holman now to Loveridge. Out to Gibb. Now Gibb was trying to center that one, deflected off a couple people, and Augie picks it up. That one headed by Cotter, but in the wrong direction. Holman there to have his back, literally. Nice job there by Smith trying to get around the defense. Good challenge on that far goal line that is eventually won by Wakeham. Seha's pass is deflected, eventually ends up with Wright, and now Freestone will gobble that one up. This one takes a long bounce to Garcia, and now finding him with it is Lucas. And Garcia just kicked that one away. Referee pointing the wrong way, corrects his mistake. Applenapp gonna take this kick now for Morgan. Tries to put this on net. That one is just over, but not by much. What a shot by Applenapp. Missed it by about a foot. Well, that may be one of the more impressive shots we've seen on the day. That from a solid 30, 35 yards. Did not miss by much. Ceja now trying to center this one. Jockeying for position was Acosta. Ends up with the Trojans. Thomas B now outletting to Hoffman. Now challenge. Is eventually going to be won by Lucas, though no one home to accept his pass. Nice moves by Wright now. Going outside. A nice job still moving up the field, centering pass. Freestone going to come out. That one's still loose, and Freestone's out of the net. But the Tigers weren't able to corral it. Now this is Ceja. He's going to try to center it in a diving stop. And then that one just hit a Tiger. Boy, that one was a deadly shot as Smith went down. Turned into the Tigers' own worst enemy. Just the wrong place at the wrong time. This one's still loose and eventually cleared out for the time being, but Ogden's still on the attack. Not anymore as Lucas comes away with it. Boy, what a crazy sequence. Freestone came out a couple times. And then Spencer Smith was the keeper for the Trojans for a moment. He plays for the other team. Now cutting back in. Here's Dario Robles, and Freestone's going to come out and eventually jump on that one. This one's off the head and out of play off of Jesus Gill. Spencer Cotter back in for the Trojans now as this one is chipped ahead. Ceja with it. Keeps it in play. Now he's going to send this one upfield. Holman just knocks that out, and then Cotter sends it down. Now trying to give chase is Wilkinson. He will get there, but his kick will go out of play as it was deflected off of Ogden. Wilkinson will take the corner for the Trojans. This one in dangerous territory. Augie came out, was cleared, but then Ogden got a foot on it. This one sent in and just beyond the net as Augie dove for it, but it was off target. In the final minutes of this half, Ogden still with a 3-0 lead. They led 2-0 at the break. Wright, who had the goal here in the second half, was looking up for Smith. This is Wright again. And this one sent in. Freestone is there. He will clear it out. Boy, a little slow coming to the ball is now Ogden with another opportunity. Loveridge kick will actually stay in play. Looked like it was headed out. Stays in the field. Now this one's sent up from Vosberg. Will not reach its destination. Thomas B looking over to a teammate. Applenapp now going to try to chase this down. We'll get there. And then Gibb is there defensively for Ogden. In the corner and just defending that ball. Trying to get around Applenapp. Making a diving play was Wilkinson. Ends up on the foot of Wakeham. He's going to try to center it. And then Gibb couldn't get enough foot on the ball as that one will go out. And that will do it. This one comes to a close. The Ogden Tigers remain perfect in region play with a 3-0 win over the Morgan Trojans. And again, our final score here from Mount Ogden Park. The Ogden Tigers have remained perfect in region play with a 3-0 victory over the Morgan Trojans. It was quite an offensive showcase for the Ogden Tigers as Roque Ceja really had a phenomenal game. He had 2 goals in that first half. One was a nice one that he found off of a corner kick that he was able to punch in. The other one was off of a freestone save that he was able to put in and a 2-0 lead for the Tigers at half. Morgan came out in that second half and showed a lot more offensive ability. They had a couple really good looks on net. They just could not find the net. And the biggest problem for the Morgan Trojans today was Augie Garcia, probably the best keeper that we have seen this year in the state so far. He absolutely covered that net like a blanket. Morgan could not find any space to get that ball in. And a phenomenal game for Augie Garcia. They would add another goal, Wrightwood, in that second half. We talked about Garcia, how good he was in net. Got to give a lot of credit as well to Jacob Freestone for the Trojans. Even though 3 goals allowed, a lot of those were off of initial saves. The ball just ended up on a Tiger's foot, able to punch it in. But he had a lot of just phenomenal saves in this game where Ogden had a couple great looks, very easily could have had 6 or 7 goals had it not been for Freestone's play. He was phenomenal for the Trojans, but they just could not get anything past Augie Garcia as he was even better. And again, our final score here from Mount Ogden Park, the Ogden Tigers 3, the Morgan Trojans 0. We'd like to thank you for joining us here on Comcast High School Rewind. For Vince Francis, I'm Dane Stewart. We'll see you next time.